I fear rappers. Sit back, I'm about to. Sit back, sit back, I'm about to begin. Sit back, I'm about. Sit back, I'm about to begin.
You know, I think when you look at this defense, it's so young right now, and also I love the pickups they had in the offseason. You talk about Tranquil, Omenihu. I mean, I think you already got so much deeper at two positions that I think at times we saw a lack of depth. When you look at the linebacking core, you kind of pencil in a guy like Tranquil where you're still working Leo Chenal into the rotation. You know, you had Darius Harris out there a couple times last year that you get picked on in coverage. The Chiefs went on and addressed the need where you get a coverage linebacker like Tranquil, and then you replace Frank Clark with Charles Omenihu. But at the same time, you know, when you look at the defense, it's all about depth, man. Guys are going to get banged up. Guys are going to get hurt. And you want to have certain guys that fit certain packages. So I would not have any issue whatsoever if they went defense in the first round. I know everybody's clamoring. You know, edge rusher Felix Enrique-Uzama is a guy I really, really like. Local ties here in Kansas City. But again, I think the sexy pick everybody's going to want to go with is wide receiver because, you know, even with the signing of Richie James, even with the signing of Justin Watson, there's still this need that you need a top wide receiver. And can you find that in the first round? Because we've seen in the Andy Reid era, they don't always just give that first-round pick immediate snaps from week 1, week 2, and week 3. You know, it takes a little bit of time to work them in there. We saw Sky Moore last year. I think through training camp up in St. Joe, you thought, man, this could be a guy that could be a number 2, number 3. But it took him some time to get going. So when you look at that first pick, the 31st pick, I think I'd be more inclined to go defense there because you kind of can rotate them into that spot and get them the snaps as the season progresses because you have Omenihu starting and you have Karlaftis starting opposite of him. You can also bump Chris Jones outside. But if you can get that talent to be the depth spot at the edge position, now you're talking about a group that is a lot younger, more physical, hopefully more durable because we saw sometimes with Frank Clark in the last couple of years, the illness got to him, couldn't be there, couldn't be available for all 17 games. And if you have that young depth and have guys that have athleticism, length, you know, the ability to kind of bull rush just one-on-one, that's what I think Kansas City's trying to harness in on because if you have that first spot, I know tackle's going to be another spot they could look at, wide receiver, but really I like the idea of going defense because when you're going to build this defense, right now it's so young, I think depth is vitally important.